Example, I'm going to show you how to use a simple Bubble table plugin to generate a table similar to this. The thing that's interesting here is we have a list of staff, and then we have a relationship with a staff member to another staff member as the manager. So let's kind of take a look at what the dilemma is here with how you display this. So first thing we'll do is we'll take a look at the data type. And so for here, I have a user-defined data type of staff. It has some fields on it, active, which is a basic type of yes, no. It has a manager field, which actually points to the same user type of staff. So we have a hierarchical relationship here, and we have a name field for this. So internally, we'll kind of take a look at how Bubble's handling this, so hopefully it makes some sense for how the simple table plugin handles this as well. So if I take a look at the actual data, you'll see that the manager field is just showing the Bubble ID, which is not what you actually want. So in Bubble, you go to your primary fields, you change unique ID to the field, the name that you would like it to display. We hit save, and now we can see the actual manager name is showing up in the Bubble output here. So in the simple table plugin, these are called subtypes. So let's go ahead and build our table here. So you can see I have a defined group where I can, which already has kind of size set up. Then I can go ahead and insert this table. So I'm going to choose the table plugin. I'm going to go ahead and drop this in here. I'm going to set this to 5 so that we can see pagination working. I'm going to choose the type, staff, and then I'm going to do a search. I'm just going to show all the staff that we have in the system, and I'm not going to do any filtering at the moment. We'll come back to that. I'm going to disable sorting for a moment. Now we're going to define the table headers, and so for here we're going to go ahead and choose the manager, and I'm going to change the header name to say manager. No formatting on this. Field 2, I'm going to choose this staff member's name, and I'm going to say staff name is the table header name. And we're going to add one more field, which is the active field, and I'm going to say is active. And I'm going to use the built-in types that we have for formatting, and I'm going to just say Boolean icon. And let's go ahead and take a look at what this gives us. So as we can see here, we have the table with our outputs, as expected, some pagination going on, and we have our nice little Boolean icon here. However, the manager is not displaying properly, and that's because we have not told the table what field to display on the subtype for staff. So in here, what we do is we have our fields, and when you come to the bottom of the field definitions, you have these subtypes. And so there's a direct relationship with the ordering to the field as it's defined to the subtype relationship. So subtype 1 in this instance is going to map to that manager field because it's the first field that shows up. So it's of type staff, and I want to show name. So that's all we got to do to get the subfield name to show up. And let's go ahead and take a look. So there we go. Now we have the manager name showing up as we were hoping to do. Let's go ahead and add sorting really quick here. So when we were in our data here, we need to define how it's going to sort. So when we sort, we go to do dynamic sorting in Bubble. You do change which field, and we're going to go ahead and choose our table, and we're going to say the header field that was clicked. So that'll give us, that's an exposed attribute, exposed state, and then we also need to set the order of it. So again, I'm going to choose my table, I'm going to choose the ordering, and in this I have to say is no because the plugin is doing it as ascending. Bubble is asking if it's descending, so that's just what we have to do here. And then I need to go ahead and enable sorting on the plugin. And now as we can see, I can go ahead and sort by staff names. I can sort by is active, so there's a Boolean field, so it'll work for all your basic types of, text, number, Boolean, but subtypes cannot be sorted on. This is a limitation to Bubble, and I do not know of any workaround. And that is it. Thank you.